Heidi ho neighbors, Rado Goju here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mania. I played a good bit of level 3 in my practice file, so let's put my knowledge of the area to good use. As you can see, we are in our second forest area, but the colors don't look the same as level 1. This is actually more pale greens than, orange and green put together. Let's look at our sign. And that's our boss. He's called Fun-Ton, and we'll be seeing him a little later. So let's head off into our first puzzle, where we are introduced to a brand new item here. These are weights. You can push it, but you cannot pull it. This is going to make some puzzles a little tricky, but, that's what puzzles are made to do. Now, these guys you can't actually kill. These little spiky dudes that are going from side to side. You can't actually kill them. At least, not by conventional means like running something over. That's running over it with something. But they and the weights will go away when you clear a puzzle. Now let's pop underground real quick, because our map is up there. I just wanted to show you that. And now that I'm thinking about it for some reason, I did mention in an annotation that in the last video I did forget the surrender from level 2. I'll go back and get it some other point off screen. It really isn't all that important. You know where it is. I showed you where it was. So, fair enough. Whoa. I did not mean to do that. But all's well because, well, we cleared it anyway. Now, in order to get down into this corner here, we can dig, and there's another exit over here. Not an exit we have to clear, but leads us to our locator, which really isn't that big of a deal since we don't have our map right now. Yay. Move right along. This took me, I think, a minute or two to figure out, but a lot of these do. But luckily I did all the thinking about them. Well, this is actually isolated. I can't really do anything from there. This is a little painful here. You have to move the weight out of the way and then go down when the enemy isn't immediately there, or isn't immediately in your way, and this is really tricky. I was able to do it there. But yeah, that is mighty tricky to do. I did not enjoy doing it during my practice file. I actually got hit during my practice file, but that's okay. I hadn't taken any real significant damage, nor do I think I'll be taking any significant damage in this part. Moving right along, we got these guys that go along the edges of objects again. I think they're called ASIN or something like that. Let's leave the cabbage there for now. Well, okay, let's not. Let's just use the cabbage to kill that guy. Now what we gotta do is we gotta move that weight there so that it's in the way of this hole. Otherwise we can't throw the ball over holes. Like if we try to throw a ball over one of these holes, they'll just land in the other one. So, basically just push this weight so that it's down here. And then we have to do like a series of burrowing and pushing in order to get this ball in the right position to push into the exit. Which isn't hard at all. And, yeah. Got a whole bunch of series of burrowing, but there really isn't too many ways to mess this up. And as you see, the ball hits the weight instead of going down the other hole, and everything's all hunky-dory from there. This, I think, actually did take me a couple minutes, because these two holes in the center are isolated. You actually have to move this out of the way a bit, and get rid of the enemies, because that'll help. Come on. Come on over here. There we go. But now that we're out here, just move that over there. In fact, move it in that corner so it's not in the way. Now we have to position the weights so that they're not in the way of anything. But we have to reposition that other one too. Now I'm going to trap this spiky in the corner, and then move the middle one up. That's good. Move the other one up as well. In fact, I'll do that. So it'll be a little easier to maneuver it. So it's just, it's lined up with the exit now. I don't have to drag it back and basically it's just, taking 3 rights to take a left, and it really isn't. It's a little easier to do it that way. Now on this screen, we'll basically first off we're going to be going underground and taking this tunnel down, so we can get our map. Let's look at the map, shall we? Let's look at the map, shall we? There we go. As you can see, a little wider than level 1, but definitely the same length. Overall, still more puzzles than level 2, but then you'd expect that since this is level 3. It stands to reason. How did I do this? Hope it doesn't take me too long to remember how to do these. Okay. I think I did this. Push this up here. Yes, I pushed it up here so we can actually move the ball out of the corner, because if we move this one down here, the only way we can move it is like to the side, and then that would actually, indefinitely block the ball from being able to move. Let's actually take out at least one of these guys here. I'm actually going to move this out of the way. We actually needed one of these weights to catch it so that it didn't fall into the hole and mess us up. I'm basically going to make it so that just one of the weights is out of the way, so, well, we could do this too. Make it a little easier on us. And just throw it to the other side. Oh dear. Well, actually, it's still set up in a way that we can, we can salvage it. Sometimes, if you mess up, you really do have to, there are going to be times where if we mess up, we'll have to, go back a room and reset the puzzle, but in this case, it's salvageable. And it really is a pain, if you have to reset the puzzle, because, there's all these variables you have to get straight in your head. And that's our 5th cabbage, so it heals us up a little bit. This may look pretty complicated. It's not. Just do this. And we're done. That's it. I love all these puzzles that look really complicated, but they're really not. And because there's so many weights on the screen, it takes them, a little while to clear out when you clear the puzzle. But there you go. This one took me a minute on my practice file, which I just completed right before I recorded this. By the way, I know it really doesn't matter, but just thought I'd like to share because, I'm a sharing kind of guy, I guess. I'm going to push this weight up because we're going to need this space in order to actually push the ball in. If the weight is down like that, we can't actually get into a position where we can push the ball. And speaking of pushing the ball, we actually need to maneuver around behind it someplace. I like to do it up in this corner. Take out this bunny while we're at it. And then come back down over here and not only push that weight up, burrow up here, and push it all the way over so that it's not even blocking the respawn point for the ball. So then we can easily maneuver it down. Well, I say easily, but it still is a little bit of a pain having to burrow just to get back to where you were. Oh man, I just found out I'm running low on time. But once we clear this, I'll call it a video. I keep forgetting that I have that minute of leeway. This will just take a second. And of course we can take care of the cabbages. And that'll do it for this video. Down there I believe is a health recharge area, but we will see that next time on Let's Play Mania. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?